Search of the Wild Panda, the Tokyo panda, the urban panda, the urban teenage panda, which are not endangered species today in Tokyo's climate. Here's the red-headed clan. They only come out during the winter. They speak in pantomime. I think this is the leader of the clan here. Hi. If only I knew the sacred panda call, the mating call of the panda. They're actually too young to mate, but they do respond to the call, if you know it. These are the elusive pandas. You notice the pandas, they're not that comfortable in the presence of other animals, so they try to elude us. Hi. Good afternoon. How are you? Oh, konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. Nice to meet you. Is life good? Are you teenagers in Tokyo, living on the edge? Yeah? Pretty much? Oh, I want to know, do the shoes come with walking instructions? No instructions. It is a pleasure. Thank you very much. Domo arigato. God bless. All the best. Thanks for taking the time. Classic panda sighting here in the streets of Tokyo.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am the AmericanSpyFox, and you are watching American Grunge News. This week in American Grunge News, the Red Hot Chili Peppers come under fire. Earlier on Friday, January 30th, news reports announced an upcoming Netflix documentary exploring the early years and success of the Red Hot Chili Peppers band and the impact of the band's original guitarist, Hillel Slovak. Slovak died in 1988 of an accidental drug overdose. Originally, the band members were on board with the project, but something has made them turn a complete 180. It seems as though they believed the project was only going to focus on original guitarist Hillel Slovak, but it gets deeply personal, with all members of the band's past being subject in the documentary, causing the members, especially Anthony Kiedis, to break ties with the film's director, Ben Feldman. Although the film does include input from lead singer Anthony Kiedis and bassist Flea and is set to premiere on March 20th, the band has suddenly backtracked and distanced themselves from the documentary, going as far as to post a public statement to their fans warning them that they had no creative control over the project and do not agree with the film's subject matter, stating that they were led to believe this was a film about early guitarist Hillel Slovak and not necessarily about them or the band. This sudden 180 on the band's part has led to speculation that Anthony Kiedis may be a key figure focused on within the documentary. Perhaps Netflix is going to be exposing a lot of the early essays in the Red Hot Chili Peppers' career, with both Chad Smith and Flea having been convicted of a minor essay assault on a 19-year-old girl, to which they paid heavy fines and served community service, and later a self-reported story within Anthony Kiedis' biography, Scar Tissue, where he details picking up a 14-year-old girl, taking her across state lines for adult leisure time, discovering she is only 14, continuing the relations with her before dropping her off back in her home state in Louisiana, where her father was actually a state police officer. Anyone familiar with the Mann Act would know that the law was originally created just because there was a black professional boxer named Jack Johnson who was beating up all the white boxers. The country couldn't stand the guy for it, so they created a law that you cannot take women across state lines for debaucherous acts, knowing that boxer Jack Johnson often paraded all over the country with a car full of women. The Mann Act is the same law that put Sean P. Diddy Combs recently in prison. Kiedis has expressed regret, not for his actions, but for writing it in his book and taking criticism from fans.
The reactions I get are, thank you for writing that. I needed to hear it. It was very helpful. I can relate. So I feel good about that. But it's also a little bit unsettling when somebody comes up and they're like, hey, I just read your book, and you feel kind of, like you want to guard yourself because they know a little bit too much about you.
Like me now?
Like you now. And it wasn't something I was thinking about while I was writing the book. As I was writing the book, I did not stop for a moment to think, somebody might read this. And if they read it, they're going to know way too much.
No apology was added for his behavior, just, I wish I wouldn't have written that, because now people don't like me. Kiedis himself has said in interviews he wishes he never got so personal and wrote the book at all. In the past, Netflix has not backed down even at the threat of lawsuit when it comes to exposing billionaires and celebrities' often immoral and illegal acts. Most notably within their catalog, the filthy rich Jeffrey Epstein story, and most recently 50 Cent's The Reckoning about Sean P. Diddy Combs. It is being speculated that the Red Hot Chili Peppers are next in Netflix's hot seat. I feel the need to stress that although Kiedis self-reported this story, it's important to state that Kiedis was never charged with any crimes in relation to this young Louisiana girl. However, in 1989, Kiedis was charged and convicted of sexual battery and indecent exposure of another young woman, to which he just ended up paying a hefty fine, just like Chad Smith and Flea did when they were forced to pay $5,000 to a RAPE prevention clinic. And at this point in time, we can only speculate as to what has caused the band to turn their backs on the project. We won't know for sure until March 20th, when the documentary, The Rise of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, appears on Netflix. If you'd like to stay up to date on this story and other stories appearing in the future, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. American Grunge News has got you.